sharp edges. It's just like a mental thing.
But I'm saying that to me feels very similar to the black shirt thing. That if people believe that and they trust that, then it doesn't seem that far fetched. It's like it's
no, but this isn't about believing it. The difference with this is that the patients don't know that this is done. Like it's not like we're doing this to help you. It's just like we're on to the real news. Mental health crisis all around the world. Right? Everyone's sad. Everyone's very sad. But they found a solution in El Paso, Texas at a school. They've decided to ban black clothing.
Why?
Because it makes kids sad. If they didn't dress black, I think all their problems would be solved.
Well, that's like when I see emos and goths, I'm like, if you just didn't wear the black makeup that makes you look like you're crying, you wouldn't feel like crying.
That is
same logic. It's like, have you ever gone to a funeral and not felt sad?
Yeah, true.
Black clothing.
But have you gone to a funeral and wore rainbow clothes? No.
No, but next time I try, I'm sure I'll feel happy and everyone else there will feel great.
What are you wearing right now?
Black.
How do you feel?
I feel great. This is my default
That's the opposite
state.
of what your
I know.
whole theory.
You really good. You got me.
I wasn't trying to get you. I was trying to support you, and you
have
shot yourself in the foot.
Oh, shit.
Well, if you were in a school in El Paso, you could not wear that shirt.
That would be.
It's too
banned.
sad for the school. It's also funny in like obviously there's a mental health crisis around the world, but it's like extra painful in America because like there's not as much investment in healthcare. You know, lots of people can't access psychological support when they need it. So it's just so nuts that like when all these things are off the table where you can't get the support you need, these are the kind of solutions that you come up with. It's just like, it sounds, I don't know. It's just so nuts.
But it could also be like one of those things where it's like, I could imagine that it could be a little bit of a placebo effect as well. Because maybe you're just going to be like told. And if the teachers tell you that, you'll be like, oh yeah, the kid that was wearing all those black clothes is gone. Now I feel better.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
You got the worst mental health takes out of anyone I've ever met. It's so wild.
All I'm saying is placebo is like a powerful
What's a
thing.
placebo? Someone's going to forget about their... Yeah, no, never mind. A letter sent to parents by Charles Middle School principal Nick DeSantis. Man, Ron's getting busy.
Wow.
He's made 1 million children. They're going around America doing the craziest shit. Stated that the clothing is associated with depression and mental health issues. That's also very interesting. What they are not allowing for students to wear clothing that is black from top to bottom. Norma.
Is this just a made-up article? What is this, and why is there?
Why
am I getting an ad for a leaf on a foot?
To be fair, it's a local news channel, but also if you look at like Sky News or any of our like big right-wing channels, they are full of these ads.
They're full of the leaf.
They're really ones, yeah, because they just hate them so much that they're just sucking as much money out of them. Like if you're going to believe the shit we're saying, come on, you're probably going to be tying a leaf to your foot.
Maybe it's fair because I do have a toe fungus, so maybe this is very targeted ads.
It's also targeted because if you're looking this up, you'd be like, I'm sad. Should I stop wearing black clothes? And it'd be like, maybe you should put a leaf on your foot. Like it's the same, you know?
I really want to click on this now. Why did they put the clothes up like this? They look like they've hid and footies.
Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. If you're sad, this is where you're going to go.
Do not wear black clothing. Or maybe the kids are just invisible and not wearing pants. I don't know.
But also, the color of clothing has nothing to do with your ability to do anything or feel any emotion. I mean, I love that they had to like interview someone from the other side. It's like, surely this is taken for granted.
Yeah.
And also it's just funny because like we were the generation that did emo, you know?
Yeah.
That was a big thing at our school. And it's just like, there's like a bit of a resurgence of the emo aesthetic, but none of the actual emotional stuff that was attached to it, like now.
So Unions for Elmo said, I went to a traditional school in America. The shit they made us wear, red, white, blue only. That is
real? Amazing. I find it funny because you don't have school uniforms in America, but you have this weird shit, which is so much crazier.
Is that real?
At my school in Oz, we were allowed to wear what we wanted, but it could only be earthy tones because we were hippie school. I mean, that's kind of cool. I understand if they're saying it looks good. I don't understand if they're saying you need to represent the country or you need to not be sad.
I can't believe you just read this article and you hear someone doing exactly the same thing. Like, that's cool.
It's different. They're not saying they're doing it to make you not sad.
Yeah, but they're making you look like a hippie, which they associate with
school uniforms.
I do as well.
I think they're amazing.
I think
it's
school
the
uniforms,
best thing in the world. It's just like, there's just none of the social pressure when you got a school uniform.
You shouldn't think about it. School is not a place for impressing people, even though you're going to do that anyway. But it's like,
yeah, and it's also just like it takes a lot of the anxiety away. You know, if there's a poor kid and a rich kid at the school, poor kid's going to make fun of for his shitty clothes. Also, and it's like when there's a uniform, it's just like who gives a shit? It's a complete leveler.
Yeah, exactly.
You can wear your own clothes on the weekend and do what you want.
But people always find ways around it. Like in our school, we had a lot of international students from Korea, and they were always older than us, and they always do their hair really nice, and they would wear like
it looked like they got their school uniforms tailored.
Like they looked like anime students. They had like leather shoes with buckles and like belts and like Louis Vuitton bags, and I was like, as soon as they rocked up, I was like, I am disgusted.
Yeah, I didn't think about what I wore.
Yeah.
I was much more comfortable before the Koreans arrived.
Before the Koreans arrived? Exactly. They had belts. I know.
Yeah.
My pants
didn't have belt loops.
My pants were off my body my entire life.
Well, my pants were pulled off my body by bullies, but that's a whole other story.
Did I ever tell you? Can I tell my bullying story quickly of my worst double dacking? Because I didn't have.
I had a really bad one, but you
have a belt. So my worst double dacking in school.
Oh, by the way, double dacking is what we call, what you guys call pantsing, I guess.
Pantsing, where you pull down each other's pants.
Double dacking is where you lose your underpants as well.
Yeah, so and I'm going to demonstrate to you what happened. So I was playing basketball, and there was a heavy spout of dacking.
Wait, one's a basketball story as well.
Yeah. So mine is I was running towards the hoop. And I jumped up, and while I was in the air, this man named Gunn double dacked me. So my pants came completely off. But it was while I was starting my jump. So I was in the air, pants came down, but I had already started to get air time. So there was a moment of like, how long am I in the air for? 3 seconds? 5 seconds? I was flying. And my dick was out. My dick was waving in the wind. And I remember just looking down at everyone as I was flying through the air with my dick out. Fucking horrible.
It's really funny.
What?
My double dacking story is on the basketball courts, and it was done by Gunn.
It was Gunn's fault. Fuck.
This was different though. He was, what do you call it, marking me, whatever the thing is. And you got the ball, and I was kind of trying to drill past him. Oh no, I was marking him. What a dickhead! And I was trying to get him, and he throws the ball behind him and just pulls my pants and underpants down.
Sick. Was I there?
Maybe.
I would love to be there.
Actually, I had a tumultuous relationship. Not a relationship. I had a girl who didn't like me at the time.
Oh.
And as soon as I got dacked, she felt so much pity for me that I became a friend again.
Maybe
so it was like a helpful, helpful dacking.
She saw your cock and was like, I can
be friends with this guy.
I can be friends with this guy.
You know what? Maybe I got this all wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Man, we got to play basketball again. This is a great game.
I think it's kind of, what do you think what causes a boy to like ritualistically pull the pants off of other boys in public? Like we both had it happen from the same man in the same place. What makes that happen?
I can completely understand it. You're like, I want to show everyone else around me that I am better than everyone else, and that this person is now humiliated, and I will do this to you too. It's like I'm the king of the school kind of thing.
Do you reckon there were like sexual undertones to it?
I did not think there were sexual undertones, but there could have been as well. It could have been like, I'm just sizing up everybody. Who's got the biggest cock? He was searching for the biggest cock.
Because there are so many ways to humiliate a person, you know? Anyway, I think there's a video attached to this.
Is there?
Man, there's such a long article.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wait, look at it all there.
Okay. So this is
no hats, beanies, or sunglasses in the buildings. Hoodies or other forms of winter coats must be off while in the... No body piercing except ears. No gorges.
I don't know.
No tanks.
No tanks is fair. They do a lot of damage to schools.
I feel like that's stomping on their First Amendment rights.
Yeah, exactly.
Second Amendment rights.
No tanks is like, yeah.
It's like no freedom.
No freedom, exactly.
How do you stop a bad kid with a tank if you don't have a good kid with a tank?
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy. Or maybe it's only the teachers get tanks.
Yep. It's not tank tops.
I had my stepmother pull my pants as a kid, and it's traumatized me a bit. Oh man, I'm so sorry. That's fine. We can't see the right edge of the chat on the screen.
Oh shit. There you go. Can you see now?
Oh, zoomed in.
A bit zoomed.
Zoombeanied. No pajama wear.
No sandals, Crocs, slippers, slides, flip flops, or open toed footwear. That makes sense in a school. We had
I
that
guess
rule
so.
as well. Bottoms with rips. This is all fair except the black thing.
Okay, I want to see the video because I didn't realize there was a video associated with this.
Someone said the ad wants me to get a Ford Raptor so bad. Turn that down a
Welcome
bit.
back here. So tonight,
just us.
parents are upset after a new dress code policy at an El Paso middle school is banning students from wearing all
How did you
black
find
clothing.
this
They
article?
say that all black clothing is associated with depression and mental health issues. KFOX 14 News at 9's Julia Spencer live in Northeast El Paso tonight after speaking to educators about that new policy. Julia.
She's wearing
What
black.
I'm wearing now would be okay according to
Oh.
their dress code policy. But if I were to wear this black shirt with
They're
these
both black.
pants,
They're
then that
both
would be sad.
making me
They're
feel
obvious.
really sad.
They can wear, like black shorts to go to PE. And, they can wear it on free dress day, but they just cannot wear it from top to bottom.
Students at Charles Middle School will be heading back to school soon, but won't be allowed to wear all black clothing. According to a letter sent to parents by Principal Nick DeSantis, the school is eliminating all black clothing because he says it's associated with depression and mental health issues.
It's what they are not allowing anymore.
So good to blame it on
Many
that.
people disagree with
They
this
probably
new
don't have
policy.
school counseling as well. And they're like, no, let's just ban black clothing. That's so much cheaper
There's no funding.
and easier. Also, we get news stories about it, People will hear about the school.
Comments
So fucking
online
stupid.
saying the color of clothing has nothing to do with your ability to do anything or feel any emotion, says Alex Lucero. Another comment by Peter Beneke Jr. says wearing black is not a mental health issue. It's
That
They
guy's
found the
problem.
metal guy.
Yeah.
It's a way of life, man.
It's a way of life.
We gotta
That's
teach the
it.
kids how to rock.
Woo! That's how I feel every time I put on my black shirt in the morning. But to be fair, they didn't invent this concept.
Yeah, mate, the kids definitely won't be more depressed when they can't wear the things they want.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
notice you're sad. How about more restrictions?
Yeah. But this isn't like a new idea. Like, what was the thing about yellow? Like psychology thing where they're just like,
I mean, that kind of stuff makes sense. Like,
what do you
if
think?
it's not a
painting-
limit, it's not a limitation on someone. But if there is some kind of empirical evidence that it affects your mood in some way,
Yeah,
they also in a lot of the mental health kind of facilities and schools, they curve the walls.
yeah.
So you don't have the sharp edges. It's just like a mental thing. If it,
But I'm saying that to me feels very similar to the black shirt thing. That if people believe that and they trust that, then it doesn't seem that far fetched. It's like it's
no,
a
but this isn't
similar-
about believing it. The difference with this is that the patients
Yeah.
don't know that this is done. Like
Yes.
it's not like we're doing this to help you. It's just like a thing that, study show has
Yeah.
a certain effect on people, so they just implement it. And it's not a placebo because the people have no idea that this is done on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the way the room is colored.
Color theory to them.
the way of life. And Alexis Contreras commented, making students wear a different color isn't going to magically make them a completely different person.
The colors are not so much to prevent or stop mental health issues. You can have the most colorful dress on and still be suffering through depression or whatever.
I asked E EPSD what led them to connect all black clothing.
Yeah,
to
someone said
depression.
I was in a mental hospital and we all knew why the walls were painted that color. And it's similar to this story that it feels like if things are set up properly and you're in like a proper facility where you're treated nicely, then you don't have to rely on the wall color to be the thing that helps you.
I think that's
you know?
a weird distinction. The mental health facility is doing a million things at once.
Yeah,
this is one of
exactly.
the things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like let's paint the walls so we don't have to do this other shit.
But I
It's
was
just
saying
like-
maybe they would never have to consider that, if things
No,
were
I think
done
they're just doing
properly in a perfect
everything.
society. Maybe.
they've got like so much more research and psychology. And
Someone
they're just
said the
trying
wall color has been debunked too.
to- Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's like I've heard about it as
Well, it's
well.
not about being debunked or not. It's just like
State
whatever the research is pointing at any given time. They'll be like, let's implement
Yeah.
that. If it's not true, they'll stop.
Just ban mental health issues, problem solved.
Oh yeah. We're going to go after the root cause.
That says in part, quote, the dress code changes were a response to concerns and recommendations.
Maybe if they didn't have to
brought
do
forward
shooting
by
drills,
the
they'd feel better.
stakeholders of Charles Middle School. But for students returning to school Monday, you can expect to see these new clothing changes on this campus.
Parents that, are upset, they just need to make sure that they go through and read the dress code policy, very, very carefully.
Okay.
Dress school starts this Monday, August 5th for EPISD students and families. And to read the full dress code policy, you can find that on our website at kfoxtv.com.
Oh my God.
Thank you for that.
What
We
was
move
I
on to
saying?
some
Okay.
happier news.
Okay, we're on Australian news.
We got Australian news for you because I'm sure you hear a lot of your news, and it is weird that we're just covering a story from El Paso, Texas. But
We're in Australia now.
on to Alexa,
So-
what's happening?